What happened? I can't see a lot of things. I can see a lot of things. Dino, thanks for joining. Let's keep liking, guys. Guys, like everything just disappeared on my setup. What the? Okay, it says here. Are you? Are you? What happened, guys? Like, there's a lot of things I don't see on this pad. I can see how many of you are here. I can see how many likes, but I can't see more than that. That's just the end of it. Ooh, I don't know why, but we'll sort it out, guys. Thanks for joining. Today we're doing security camera security, webcam security. That's what we're doing today. Okay, we're going to be seeing some crazy stuff today as well. So thank you for joining and welcome. Let's get those likes too, guys. I always want to start when it's like 3,000. We're just 172. We should power tap. Okay, okay, I see this. Rebel Bass. Rebel Bass. Who is Rebel Bass? Rebel Bass will definitely be done. La seule Congolais que je connais. This will be done. There's no two way about it. Hmm? Wait, let me go. Let me go look for Rebel Bass.
Question for you.
Rebel Bass. I said it. I said it. If it's not done, then I don't know what it is. Okay, guys. All right. We're doing something interesting today, and we'll start with by talking about our app that we've done. Those of you who want to join in right now, it's quite possible for you to join the app. We built this app together. I have restructured it, make it a little bit better, and it works the way you think it should work. It works exactly like what we did, okay? And if you want to join and use this app, it's now open for you. You have to just go to directdrop.online, okay? Directdrop.online if you want to use that. Directdrop.online, guys. There's a problem here because I don't see why I'm not seeing a lot of my other tools. I just see, guys, let's keep liking. Power tap, power tap, power tap, power tap, power tap. For those of you who are on TikTok, I have people who are on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. I'm going there live now as well, same time. So I'm doing the whole thing. Make sure that you power tap for those who are on TikTok because I have a dedicated screen for TikTok guys. And just power tap. Emperor, thanks for joining. Emperor requested to join as a guest. Emperor, we're not doing that kind of a live here. No, we're discussing cybersecurity stuff. I'm sorry about that, Emperor. I'm really sorry. Let me check out. All right. Let's keep liking, guys. We can't just be at 300 likes and we think we've done it. I'm trying to see where everything I did went to. And like, guys, to be honest, the comment section is gone. I don't know if you guys can see the comment section. That's what I was thinking. Like, how am I going to answer comments? How am I going to even see them? Oh, maybe it was when I was trying to remove that audio. So let's do. No. I think it's due when I was trying to remove that audio. Yeah. Then I must have done something wrong. Yeah. Yes, I think that's it. I think that's it. Oh my days. Oh, how do I fix this then? Okay, guys, listen. I know we're enough here. I'm going to end the live and come back immediately. So I'm gonna end the live and then in like next 2 minutes. But for those who are watching me on TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, I'm not gonna turn it off for you. I'm just turning it off for the guys on TikTok. Okay. So if you're in any other platform apart from TikTok, please remain there. I'm coming back. TikTok guys, give me 1 second. All right. Wow, like how do you even set this up? Okay. Let's see what we have done wrong here. Audio mixer, audio effect. Okay, we're gonna take out the audio effects. Mm, okay, we're not gonna do any of these. Okay, so let's see how we do that actually. Like, this is crazy. Talk Live Studio comments. Mm-hmm. Live chat. Hold on, guys. Are you kidding me? Okay, these are the alerts. Oh, activate this alert. Okay. And yep, the sound is very high. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna add a source. Okay, if you're watching on the other platform, I'm just trying to set this up, okay? Let me see. Yep, I did the right one. Okay. This is definitely supposed to be up here. Okay, so screen sharing, tools. What the? Hmm. Let me see. Oh, dime. This is gonna be so hard. Hey guys, if you're watching on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube, just give me some few seconds. I'm still prepping up things here. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Hey,
Hey, looks like you're grinding on that MacBook setup.
no,
Nice clean desk vibe.
It's okay. I'm looking at this on my TikTok. I'm go live for that's TikTok Live Studio for Mac, and here was supposed to be my comment section, but I don't know where they went to.
Oh, okay, got it. You're setting up for a TikTok Live on the Mac using TikTok Live Studio. So, the big window on the left is your stream preview, that AI call center website you're probably going to talk about. The panel on the right is your live metrics and chat, but yeah, the actual comment section is missing. In TikTok Live Studio, the comment chat window is usually a separate panel you can drag out or pin. Try clicking the little chat icon up top in the main toolbar. It might be collapsed or hidden behind another window. Or check if you accidentally closed the chat overlay. Want me to walk you through pulling the comments back up?
Yes, please.
Got it. Let's fix this quick. On the top toolbar of TikTok Live Studio, you see those little icons right above the last live metrics panel? Click the one that looks like a speech bubble or chat icon. That should pop your comment section back up. If it's still missing, try this. 1. Click the 3-dot menu in the top right of the studio window. 2. Look for chat or comments in the list and turn it on. Tell me if the chat icon is there, or if it's still blank. I'll give you the next step.
It's still blank, and I don't think I copied it anywhere. I don't find it. I can't even find it. I try moving this one around, but the metrics doesn't give me anything. I try clicking this down arrow, nothing happens as well.
Okay, no worries. The chat panel is definitely hidden or disabled right now. Here's exactly what to do. 1. At the very top of the TikTok Live Studio window, look for the row of small icons. Click the chat bubble icon. It's usually between the gift and user icons. If that doesn't work, try this. 2. Click the 3 dots, frequency, in the top right corner of the whole studio window. Then choose Show Chat or Reset Layout. Still nothing? One last quick fix. Close TikTok Live Studio completely and reopen it. The chat panel usually comes back on restart. Try those two things and tell me what happens when you click the chat bubble.
No, can you imagine this? Like, this is crazy. I was painful. Oh, I don't want to think about that. Jesus. Jesus. Mike, Crystal, welcome, 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 my people. Oh, we're gonna be having fun today, won't we? Some good fun. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I couldn't see who was coming live or not. Sip Girl, thanks for joining. Okay. Marlon, thanks for joining, guys. Thank you for being patient with me, guys. It was crazy. Uh, was crazy, crazy, crazy. But I managed to fix it. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about our new AI stuff that we have here, and then from there, gonna move all the way to directly into what we're supposed to do today. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. Let me set up my stuff here, and then good to go. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. Thank you guys for the trust. Thank you guys for coming. Let's get those likes going. Me for me. Thank you for joining. Abubakar, assalamu alaikum. Babel, Billy, yeah, Billy, you're back. Guys, I think that this time that we're doing this thing seems to be like a little bit better than all the way at 10 p.m. For most of the guys who are coming from Africa. Oh, thank you so much for the universe. Thank you. Really, really appreciate you. And now I don't know how to pronounce that name, but I'll just try. Shin Tong Shi. Thank you. All right, guys. Yeah, guys, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's like, guys. That's all we ask for. Okay. Super tap, super tap, 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 super tap. Let's get it to 3,000 and we're going to start. All right. I greet you forever paid. I greet you. I greet you. Theophilus, thanks for joining. Mboya, thanks for joining. Thabang from South Africa. Dumela, thanks for joining. Guys, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get it, let's go, guys. Ruzel, thanks for joining. Let's go. We're just starting. We've not started anything today. We've not said anything today. We're gonna be talking about that, and then let me set up our Miro whiteboard. Miro whiteboard. Okay, this is what we're going to be using. We use that all the time. Okay, we're going to be using this to explain some of the concepts. And if you notice, I've put the camera down, so some of the things will be changing. You'll notice me change a lot of things because my camera is not down. I'll be putting more things to the right, and this is very important because I realize that when my camera is up, you guys struggle to see, but when I'm down, the information is more available for everybody. Jesus is the center. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thabank, thank you for the coins. Appreciate that, guys. Thabank is my number one. Appreciate you. Thabank. All right. I am worthy. What? Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, guys, let's keep liking. Let's keep liking. And before we start with our discussion today, I want to introduce what we did in the past. And one of the people who asked about this is actually just joining, Mr. Billy, who is my number two. And we're going to go back and thanks for the hat me. 3D United. Thanks for the hat me. We're going to go back and talk about what we did in the presentation and how we took it into a platform. So if you want to start enjoying this platform right now, just go to directdrop.online. Directdrop.online. So how does it work? All you have to do is create an account, but I already have an account. I'm just going to go ahead and just sign up. So that will be zobruno@gmail.com. And I'm going to use my password here. All right. And then I'm going to sign in. You can also create an account if you want. And that's it. It's very simple like that. So I'm going to go ahead and make a new call. So let's make a call. And you can see clearly here that we have more voices now. We're charging $1 for each of the voice. All right. Just $1 for the voices. So if you want to get a streamlined voice, if you want to clone your own voice, it's quite possible right now. So what we're going to do here is if you want to make a call, say you want to call this particular number. I'm just going to put it up here. Let me see. Okay. And all of the feature that we added last time when we were doing this have also been added there. So I really appreciate if you want to join. So you're just going to put +1 206 596 8161, and you can go ahead and say what you want. This is exactly what we did last time. So you can go ahead and say, hey, your name is Dan, and you are calling from Zo's cyber security company. Thanks for the likes, guys. Let's keep going. We're at 800. We're coming from Zo's security company. You should get as much information from the user as possible, like their name and email and others, and inform them that we are happy doing business. Okay. All right. So yeah, you can also schedule when you want that call to go off. We've added this. This was not available before, but now you can schedule a call. You can do everything and say call at midnight, call at 1 a.m. so that it can work even when you're sleeping. And then you can choose a voice, or you can buy a new voice if you want. We're going to be adding voices every single time as we work on the voices. You're going to be seeing more voices. You can also make a batch call. A batch call means you can call 1 million people at one time. Very possible. I'm going to talk about that later. But you can just click on call, make call now, and that call will automatically go up. And that's the call coming in. 478-666. And I'm just going to put it on loud. Hi.
Hello, this is an AI.
Are you good?
Sure, take your time. Yes, I'm good, thanks.
All right, how can I help you?
Hi, this is Dan calling from Zuo's Cybersecurity. I'm just reaching out to see if you'd be interested in our services. Could I get your name to start?
Oh yeah, my name is Bruno.
Nice to meet you, Bruno. And could I get your email address as well?
Yeah, my email is ceo@zuoix.com. The ZUOIX is spelled Z as in zebra, U as in union, O as in Oscar, I as in India, X as in X-ray.com.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I would like to say I'm male, for example.
For example, go ahead.
Sure, my sex is male, and that's it. So thank you so much for making this call. I appreciate you. Okay.
welcome. We're happy doing business with you, Bruno. Have a great day.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Mhm. Okay, so I also added the ability for it to take that call and transcribe it, which many of you know is very important when you're looking at the transcript. So this is the new call here. You can see here it even says in progress. We can recheck the status. Um, it's been completed, and you can see what was discussed. Assistant, hi, this is Dan calling from Zoe Cyber. Yes, email is ceo@zoix.com. So you see, he even picked it when I just said zoix.com. He was able to know what I mean. And ZUOIX is spelled Z as in zebra, U as in union, O as in Oscar, I as in India, X as in X-ray.com. So he picked that up clearly good. And one thing that we've added that wasn't there before is now we can listen to the call. All right, so I can play back the entire call like an audio file. And I'm just gonna put. Oh, hi.
Hello, this is an AI. Sure,
Are you
take
good?
your time. Yes, I'm good, thanks.
All right, how can I help you? Okay, so you can see both ways. It's clearly recorded, and yes, you can get access to this by going to directdrop.online. If you want to be a patronate, if you want us to build it better, there's also a map that I included, but this map it might not be working too well. The map should be able to show you who you're calling, where you're calling them from, and all those nice stuff. All right. So you can see addresses of where the call landed. And this is very interesting for me to explain. I don't speak your language. Adigun, oh, what language do you speak? Oh, you're talking you. Okay, no, Adigun is talking with easy. Sorry, I don't speak your language. All right, so that is it, and that is what we have. So if you want to create an account to enjoy this full service, it's right there available for you. And it's interesting that we charge just per unit. So you pay per unit, and for each unit you get one call. Doesn't matter if the call is 10 minutes, it's one unit is going to consume. Who wants to work on crypto project together? Okay, you have people here who will be interested to see that. Okay, guys, we are just at 1,000 likes. Are we okay? Are we okay today? Why are we just at 1,000 likes, guys? Shouldn't we be like 6,000 likes by now and like 600 shares by now? Oh, thank you for the heart to really united. Thank you so much. All right, so guys, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep liking. Okay, power tap, power tap. That's all we are asking for. Power tap, power tap, power tap, power tap, power tap, power tap, power tap. Thanks for the follow. So what I did with the volume here when somebody joined is I reduced the volume. So we're not going to have a lot of problems on that. Last time people were complaining the volume was really high, and when somebody came online or followed me, it was just a very big annoyance for many people. So that has been fixed a little bit where we reduce the volume. We still get the sound, but it's not that annoying anymore. So thank you so much for coming. Let's keep liking, guys. Let's keep liking. And if you are not on TikTok, you are on another platform like YouTube, you're on Facebook, you're on LinkedIn. The only thing I'm asking the same thing I'm asking the guys on TikTok: like and share. All right, like and share. That's the only thing I ask. All right, thank you guys so much. Okay, now today we're going to be talking about something that I think at the end of the day is it's annoying. We started it yesterday, but it gets really annoying, and it gets, to me, I look at it like something that a lot of people don't really understand what they're doing, and very crazy stuff. So we're going to look at a website called Shodan. All right, and I'm going to be explaining a little bit what Shodan actually is. You can get access to Shodan for free by going to shodan.io. You don't even need an account to search on Shodan. But I strongly encourage that you get an account because the account is also free. All right, the account is free. Now, for each account, you have a limited search per day. And I think the search that you have limited for a day, it's about like, I don't know, maybe 20 searches a day. Now, who wants to search more than 20 times a day? I don't see that person. You know, I know for sure that people are not going to be searching 20 times a day. But if you do that, ever paid. Showdown isn't free though, it limits searches per credit. Okay, no, it doesn't limit searches per credit. It limits searches per account that you have. Now, there is a free account where you can search, I think, 20 things on one day, and it limits you to one page. Okay, so there's a free trial there, there's a free option. So, yes, it is free, it is a freemium website. But what we'll be doing today is not just going to start doing showdown, because yesterday a lot of you saw me just go to showdown and just start doing showdown, and I noticed that people were like, what is this one now? Because the idea, which is what I usually do, is let's start by explaining what it is, so that people can, Brian, thanks for the follow, so that people can fully follow and understand. uh oh yes, thanks for the universe. So people can also understand what we're looking at. What does shadow do or use for, please? It's called Shodan 3D United. It's called Shodan right here. So you can see here, I'm going to zoom in for you. This word, Shodan, not shadow. It's called Shodan. And this is what we want to explain what it is and what it is not. Okay? So this is what we want to explain it. Now, Shodan is a search engine. It's like Google. It's like Yahoo. It's like Bing search. But there's a twist to it, a little bit of a twist. Why Google, Yahoo, and Bing search for the content on the website, Shodan search for the banner of the host. Now, when we talk about, Billy says my application was declined. Okay, Billy, send me your name on that application. You know what? Don't send your name. Don't send your name. Send your live drama. Thanks for joining and thanks for the follow. Um, Billy, I will look for who was declined. I think you're from Nigeria. If you're from Nigeria, just say you're from Nigeria. I'll look for who was declined from Nigeria, and then I'll give all of them a call. And like I said, yes, the system does decline people based on if you and okay, Nigeria. Okay, I'll call all Nigerians today. I promise you. Okay, so after this live, wait for my call before you go to bed, please. Okay, I'm gonna talk. All right. So here's the thing. It doesn't search for the source code. Okay, it doesn't search at the source code. No, you're wrong. Free, forever paid. It searches for the banner. Okay, so there is something that is called a banner. A banner is what? A banner is the introduction that every device gives about itself. For example, if I'm trying to visit a camera, the camera replies with its banner. So you can ask, hey, what are you? And it says, hey, I'm a camera. Okay, that's it. What are you? I'm a server. Now, there is something interesting about banner headers. Yes, it searches the header, not the source code. You're wrong if you say the source code, it's the header. Now, instead of searching the contents of the device or the web page, it grabs the banner. There is a very interesting concept that we need to talk about. All right. And I'm sorry I'm going to use this same stuff, but there's an interesting concept we need to talk about. So this one we're going to put it up there. Now, what is this concept we want to talk about? The concept is this. The banner, we're going to use this as a text. So we're going to say the banner. The banner reveals more than it should. And guys, do you know that this is becoming almost like a, a normalcy? It seems to be like this is what we're talking about all the time. That things seems to be revealing more than they should be revealing. Now, the banner contains the header. Jay, oh, Mr. Bruno, how are you? I wasn't expecting your life to be so soon. Jay, how are you? I'm good. I'm good, Jay. I'm good. No, yes, I know, right? You were expecting me to come like in 2 hours' time, but I listened to the Nigerian people, I listened to the Cameroonians, I listen to people from Africa, and they were like, when I come live, they like it, but the problem is it's too late. So I'm like, let's let the guys in Europe and America and Australia adjust. I think even the guys in Europe are with African guys, because that's what I've been getting the complaint. And then people in America can then adjust so that we are in the midway. So I was supposed to come online like in 2 hours, but maybe it's 8 p.m. in most places. I think, but in Nigeria now it's like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., so that we can all be together, have some fun. Like I said, it's a community we're building. I don't think that I'm coming live to come and talk. We're coming to share. It's a community of like-minded people, so that everybody can benefit from that. And all I ask in return, game of beauty, thank you for the rose, thank you so much for the oh my god, game of beauty, you're showering me with gifts. Thank you so much, guys. Why can't you be like game of beauty and like and share? Like and share, that's what I want. Okay, thank you so much, game of beauty. You are now my number one. Game of beauty is my number one. Billy, you're my number two, and Joe is my number three. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Snoop, I see you. 3D United, I see you. Dada V, Pre-Clips, Mr. Pride Lifestyle. Can you imagine that name? New X, Mess. This community is too sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. All right. So let's go back to our discussion. The banner contains the header. Now, when you say it's searching the header, it's also wrong. Okay, it sounds like the truth, but it's wrong. So we're going to look at what an HTTP banner looks like. Okay, and that is what it gathers. Why doesn't it gather something else? Why do we specifically say it looks at the HTTP banner? Why are we insisting on that word HTTP? Why can't we just say, oh, it just calls the banner? Well, the answer is because a banner is also different each time. Okay, we're going to dissect this banner, and when we dissect this banner, you're going to see how Shodan works. Now, if you understand this banner, if you understand this, you are going to not that it's less secure, it's forced. HTTP banner is forced. You must reply in HTTP banner. You must. Not that it's less secure. Okay? You must. That's the only way the two-way handshake happens. All right? For those of you who don't know what a two-way handshake is, I think it's we're going to talk about that later some other time. Okay, but we're here, right? And we're going to be learning, guys. So let's keep liking. I see we're at 3,000. Guys, let's keep going. Yeah, HTTPS is secure, but HTTP banner has nothing to do with security. It's the name. So you cannot say HTTPS banner because S came for security. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Yes, HTTP is not secure. HTTPS has SSL included, but the name from onset has always been called the HTTP banner. Okay, so has nothing to do with security, has nothing to do with if this thing is not going to work, but it contains some little tricks. And the best picture I have found that explain it is this picture you are seeing. Okay, thanks for the follow. Oh, this looks like either a Botswana name or a South African name. That's nice. Thanks for follow. Thanks for the follow. Billy became my number one again. Billy, I appreciate you. And I have my game of beauty, Airborne Marshall. Thanks for joining the live and thanks so much for the gift. Mukulemani. Thank you. All right, so let's talk about the banner. When you send an HTTP request to a server, the server replies with the HTTP banner. So what Google, Bing, and Yahoo does for their search is they also receive the banner, but they ignore it because that's not what they're looking for. And then they instead go and crawl the website. So on the opposite hand, Shodan says, I'm not going to crawl your website, but I'm going to ask for your banner, and I'm going to focus on just your banner and not crawling your website. The issue with the banner is the banner contains enough information to tell you if something is working, not working, and what it is. For example, line number one, HTTP slash 1.1 200 OK. The word 200 in HTTP error codes, of course, this is not an error. The 200 status response means that everything is working as it should. Okay, guys, please answer user 7339 who is confused as to what we're doing. Okay, you're welcome, user 7339. We are very, very happy to have you. And I know one of my guys down there is going to, one of my guys will definitely, Daniel, thanks for joining. One of my guys will definitely answer your question. Let's keep liking, guys. We're at 4,000. We want to hit 10,000 today. Okay. Leading ethical hacking. Okay. So the 200 status codes on line number one says that what you asked for, I found it and I gave it to you without any errors. And that is what 200 stands for. And you can even see the word OK there. So that is your status line. It's clear. It's going well. Now, the date gives you the date on which that banner was sent and also the time and the time zone. Then it tells you the server. Okay? It then wake up and say, oh, this is the server. Now, based on that server and the server version, it even reports the operating system on which that server is on. So because we know the server and the operating system on which the server is on, we can guess what kind of device that is. We can know if it's a camera, we can know if it's a radio, we can know what we want to know. Okay, that should be clear in your mind. Now, the content length, I'm going to skip these other ones. The content length of 35 tells you how much of information the thing is serving, which is known as a response header. Now, the response header completely encompasses also the message. So there's a message in there. For example, the E tag, and if it accepted your byte, and what kind of bytes did it accept? Was it one of the bytes? Was it all of them? Now, this will determine the 200 OK here. And then it tells you the connection if it's open or closed. Now, the connection here is closed because it has finished talking. I have sent you the banner, so I'm not talking anymore. It's finished. So connection is closed. Then it tells you the content type. For those of you who were here yesterday, you could clearly remember where we said the content type of our email was text/HTML. Okay? Now, the text/HTML is able to go and tell us how this thing is serving the banner. So it's serving it by HTML language. And then we have a blank line, which separates the header from the body. All of you doing HTML, you now know that this is after the banner, that is when it serves you the code, the content. And Google started reading below the banner. Meanwhile, Shodan reads above the banner, above that. So just the banner, and we try to know what that is. If you think there's no problem here, there is a problem. If you have listened to this and you're like, okay, so what? Well, there's a problem. Thank you guys for the like. Please don't stop liking. Keep liking and sharing, guys. You can do this without, removing your hand from the screen. I know most of you are watching on your phone. You can keep doing this without removing your hand from the screen. So thank you. Let's keep going. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Now, let's talk a little bit about this. Okay? If you think there's no problem here, there is a huge problem. And the problem is we can use the banner to create a categorization of what devices we are having. So we can use the banner to say, hey, this is a camera. All right. This is a laptop. Okay. And I want to show you a big problem. And this problem, once you see it, there's no going back. Once you see this problem, There's no going back. All right. Pay keen attention, guys, because now we have entered the stage of Wahala don't start. Huh? We've entered the stage where if we are Nigerians, we say Wahala don't start. Problem. What is the problem? Because the banner tells me the server and the operating system, I can know if it's a camera or a laptop. Okay? Yes, forever paid. Now, if I know it's a laptop or a camera, what is the problem? The problem is in the content reply. Depending on how that content reply is linked to the e tag, we can then say that this particular camera or this particular laptop has the following port open or close, and we can see them. And if we can see open or close port, we can access those port without doing any further research. Is this live recorded and how can we rewatch? Yes, it's recorded. And you can rewatch on my by following me on my TikTok or YouTube or wherever you're watching from. But I know you're answering that from you're asking that from TikTok. So yes, you can rewatch them. Now, so here's the thing that we're going to have. Now, you have this banner that is giving you almost everything that you need to figure out if it's a camera or a laptop. And the way the content type reply, the way it replies, and because it talks on multiple ports, because Shodan acts the banner on multiple ports, we can then say if this particular port is open, then this is what is running on the camera. Let me explain a little bit. If you go to wikipedia.org, there's 61 or 64,000 ports. Okay, let's go. So let's first of all ask how many ports are on a PC. All right, so no. So let's go to Wikipedia first. This one is not giving me the right answer. Wikipedia. And then we're just gonna say ports, computer ports. Okay. I think the last time I checked, it was 61,000. Okay. Okay. Let's see. All right. Ports, computer and networking. Port number. So these are port numbers, blah, blah, blah. These are the common port numbers that we have. Let's see if it says the amount. Okay, we can ask it in a smart way. We can tell Google how many UDP and TCP ports are there. Okay, this is a way better way to ask. Okay, very good. So the last I checked, there were more than 61,000 guys. Okay, are you seeing what I'm doing? Those are all ports. I'm scrolling on computer ports. Those are all ports. 65,000. Somebody said 65,000. Yes, you will not be wrong. Somebody said right now, that's J. 65,000. You will not be wrong. That's if it's not even more than by now. Okay. 64,738 ports. That's the amount of ports on a computer. Now, that is not the problem. This is not the problem. This is not where our problem is. Our problem is Shodan acts all of these ports, and some are found to be filtered, closed, and open. And because each port has an assignment, you can see that. Let me go to the top. For example, port number 80 is assigned to what we're doing right now. If you're watching this on a browser, what's your YouTube name? Oh, no, I don't have a official YouTube channel, but I'll send you my YouTube name. So just look for Zo Bruno on YouTube. My name, Zo Bruno, ZUO space BRUNO. If you go to port number 26 that we saw yesterday, see, this is port number 25. What did we talk about yesterday? You can see the assignment, simple mail transfer protocol used for email routing between mail servers. We saw this yesterday. So ports have assignments. You can assign yourself to a port. Now, because we know port have assignment, if Shodan is checking those ports for us, we can then, well, not even we, Shodan can then know if an RDP port is open. Let me look for an RDP port here. I just saw an RDP port. Root access protocol. No, not that one. Remote desktop protocol. So we can know. So we can just search. I don't even need to worry myself. So RDP. So there's an RDP port. For those of you who don't know, there's a port used for RDP. If port 3389 is open, then we can say there's an RDP, a Microsoft Terminal server that allow us to connect and see that computer on our own screen. I like the car immobilization app you made, by the way. I bet that made a lot of money. It's still available. You can get access to it at myonsat.com. It's a full-fledged company of its own. So yes, thank you. It's now called My OnSat. Okay, so it's all the things that my company, the company that does everything that has to do with satellites, is now under the company called OnSat. Okay, so for everything on satellite, mashallah, habibi, bismillah. Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, we're gonna continue and go to, guys. Let's keep liking. Okay, so that being said, that being said, if you go to Shodan and you say, I want all cameras in New York, it will not give you any result. Who can tell me why it will not give you any result? It doesn't look at the contents. It looks at the banner. So you need to know how a camera identifies itself in its banner. Okay, the first and the most common way cameras identify themselves on their banner is with the word webcam. We're just going to clear just webcam. And I want you to follow. Okay, somebody say use the port. That's a very interesting way too. That's forever paid. That's a very interesting way. To use the port, yes, it's quite possible. We could use the port. All right? But we're just going to go with the word camera or webcam. And we're going to say search. Now, you're going to see a lot of webcam will show up. Now, I want to introduce you guys to a very funny technique. Look at the amount of devices in the world that identifies themselves as a camera. 3,879. Well, most of them, 800 of them are in the United States. 562 are in Morocco. 392 are in China, Portugal, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? We now have what we're talking about. We now know, yeah, we can also have the IP, of course. We now know the major ports. Can you see it? Literally just go and say top port. These cameras, 341 of them are talking on port 8081. 160 of them are talking on port 8080. 96 of them is talking on port 443. 75 of them is talking on port 80. And 53 of them is talking on port 81. Well, there are other smaller ports. So if we click here, you will see other smaller ports. Okay, these are the ports. You can see all of them. All right, small. There's even somebody using port 15. If you think I'm joking, this is the person right here. 4 of them, not even one person. Using port 15. Okay, we're going to explain why that is a very bad idea. Okay, but you can see the amount. So somebody's even using port 41,800. There's somebody using port 50 and 50. Can you imagine? Okay, now, what we're going to do is we have to understand what ports are. And this, I want you to be very, very attentive. Okay? I want you to be a lot of lags. Somebody saying he's having a lot of lags. Crypto. Who is having lags? Please, if you're having lags, let me know. Is anybody having lags? We're at 7,000 likes, guys. This is awesome. Let's keep going. Thanks for the follow access. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh, I see you. I see what you're doing, my dear Game of Beauty. Thank you so much. Okay, everybody seems, only Crypto seems to be having lag. Crypto, maybe you should check your internet, okay? Your connection, it's good. Okay, somebody said my connection is good. Okay, that's forever paid. Okay, Crypto, I'm sorry about that. All right. Now, there is something we need to understand about ports. I want to repeat, there is something you need to understand about ports. Any port that starts with 8, any port that starts with 8, whether it's 8081, 8080, 80, 81, can be accessed with a browser. Any port that start with 80 can be accessed with a browser. Some ports like 443, you cannot access them on a browser. Why? Because a browser mechanism might not be able to convert the way the port is communicating into HTML, into plain text. Oh, no, sorry, no, into HTML. And because it cannot convert it to HTML, it will simply deny to display that the port is not working. So you have to be careful. It doesn't mean that the port is not working. It simply means maybe your browser is not able to show it. Now, if you go to camera and just say webcam and you search, you're going to notice there are webcams that are not working. There are webcams that are working. But there is a clue. If you have been listening to me, there is a clue for you to know if a webcam is working. You will look for the banner that says 200 OK. It means you came to me, I communicated back, and everything was fine. Nothing stopped you from seeing what I gave you. You saw what I gave you. I saw what you sent to me. We communicated very well. So if you go to Shodan, all you are looking for is 200 OK. Once you see 200 OK, oh, good. We communicated to that server. Now, the banner of this server says it's a 360 web server. You see, it has a 360 web server. It's on AWS, uses a broadband connection, has HTTP server included. You can see all of that technology in that thing. So how do you open it? There is a small arrow up here. Oh, you guys can't see my mouse. There's a small arrow up here, and I'm going to click on it. And as you can see, it says connection private. Most people are just going to skip here. No, we're going to click on advanced and then proceed. Okay. And as you can see, he was right. It's a camera that runs an Apache server. And that's all it gives you. Many people will now say, okay, that's all it gives us. So what? But it has given you its IP address, which, even though I do not want to go so fast into this, you can then start checking if that IP address have any juicy information for you. We've seen this before, haven't we? So I'm going to put this one to the end here, because my photo is now on the downside, and then I'm going to push this one onto, yes, perfect. If we become root by typing sudo su, those of you who have been following, this is not news to you anymore. We can then ping that IP to make sure that it's alive. I explained this very well yesterday why we're doing this. If you don't get a ping back, it's just fooling you. Okay, and this is what is happening. We're going to just stop because it was supposed to have given us a ping back already. So it's not up and running at this time for piggybacking. All right, so we're going to close this. And as you can see, at the time of this information, it told us everything was okay, but we'll notice something. It's a honeypot. For those of you who are not in cybersecurity, a honeypot is something cybersecurity guys like us do to catch hackers or to waste their time. They sit there and they try to hack into it, and we see what they're doing and we learn. And then we build more security protocols. But Shodan is able to know it was a honeypot. You can see this also a honeypot. This is another honeypot. This is a cloud server. And this cloud server said 200. Okay. Open the cloud server. And there, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that we've opened it, but there's a problem. We've opened it to port 2221. Who have seen that? A honeypot is like a fake system. Yes, man boy. Now, who have noticed that we have actually entered into a DVR? You can see the heading there. It says DVR. Okay, it's a video recorder, digital video recorder. We are in someone's video recorder, but we are not seeing anything. Let me explain why we're not seeing anything. We're not seeing anything because this has taken us to a specific port, and the port is 2221. So if you want to actually see, you would then have to take that IP. Okay, this we're now getting into the serious nitty-gritty stuff. And when you take that IP, we're going to now have to ping that IP first. We do this all the time so that we don't waste our time, trying to think that something is going to work when it's not going to work. And we have a ping, so this IP is up. We're going to stop the pinging. And what we're going to do now is we're going to ask Nmap to show us the various services, the various versions of those services for that particular IP address. And guess what, guys? We should see port 2221 being open. And if we find an alternative port, then we have won. Now, you might be asking yourself, but didn't I just mention here that Shodan scans all the ports? So why are we not seeing all the ports that Shodan have scanned? Well, Shodan isn't stupid. Shodan wants you to pay some amount of money to see all of that. Okay, so but if you click on that name, not the outside, you'll be able to see some of the information. Guys, are you seeing those ports I was talking about? Jesus, the port, there are too many open ports. Are you seeing the ports I was talking about? So they have port 20 open, port 26 open, port 80 open. So now that I know that port 80 is open, I can just go and visit port 80 by removing that 2221 to 80 and just removing that. And let's see what happens if we go to port 80. Oh, we have a 40 gate. Okay, so there's a login system here which is still not going to display. We have other ports like, wow, this guy have all the ports open. So let's see for another 80 port. Oh my days. I think I'm just going to press search and just put 8080. Okay, 8080 is open. So like every single port seems to be open on that thing. Let's see. 8080 is a win drawer. You can see how the names is changing, but it's not displaying anything for us. So I'm assuming this is also a honeypot. I'm assuming that as well. Okay. Now we can go on and we'll never find a working camera. So we're gonna do the next best thing. We're gonna say we're looking for cameras that has underscore screenshot, and we'll set the screenshot to true. Okay, so this is what I've typed here. Look for all webcams that has a screenshot set to true. What are we saying? Look only for cameras. The first honeypot ping was not working because IMCP was blocked by the server firewall. Maybe. We don't know. But yes, I think you have a good point. Okay, I think you have a good point. That's Access saying you have a very good point. Access is my number 3. That's a very good point, Access. Yeah, it could. Yes, you can also block that. That's very true. Now, the issue we're going to do is we now said webcam, we're looking for anything that has a screenshot. Okay, so we're going to press enter. And it's now going to now show webcams with this screenshot, ones that has screenshot. This is what we did yesterday. Okay, ones that has screenshot. Al Hassan, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Okay, we have, oh my, no. Okay, so now I want to ask you guys a question. This is a webcam in the United Kingdom in Plymouth, and we can see a car number. Now, that means that there's somebody in that house. It's somebody's door. So if we open it, we can see that it's in the night. Okay? It's in the night and I cannot see anything. But if you see the screenshot, that screenshot was taken some time ago, and you can see that HTML content we're talking about, and you can see that header we're talking about, and you can see that space we talked about in the middle. Right here. Let me zoom in. You see the header we talked about, which you guys now know. You see the HTML we talked about, and you see the space in the middle. Now, we're not going to talk about this guy too much because we're just looking at the webcam right now. I don't want to go into blah, 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 blah. Now we're going to find a place that is in the daytime, and mostly it's the United States. So we're going to click on US. Now, if I click on the United States, I want you to pay attention, because when I click on the United States, this search bar will change to a country. Okay, click United States. And as you can see, the search bar changed to country is set to US. So that means that if I want to do Nigeria, I'll just come and type NG here. Even if there are no cameras in Nigeria, I can just type NG and that should be able to show me Nigeria. Okay, so we're going to go back to the US and we are coming. Don't worry. So we have here cameras in the United States. There's a camera here. We're going to open this. And you can see that this is a legit camera, wireless internet camera, home. The browser you're using have difficulty retrieving blah, 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 blah. And this is on port number 3128. So yes, of course, you're going to have problem on port number 3128. This is why I was explaining the ports to you. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to say, hey, do you have any other port open? So you can see 8080 is open. All right, so we're going to say, okay, if you have 8080 open, so take me to port 8080. And port 8080 has nothing on it. I hope I've not made a mistake. Yes, it has nothing on it. Okay, so we keep going. We keep going. That this is a blank camera, but you can see that even though it's blank, it says 200. Okay, so we're still going to open it, and it's blank for real. Okay, another blank one. I like this kind of cameras. They're not inside the house. All right, so we can see that this camera is working. Perfect, perfect, perfect. The camera is working. We can see everything in there. All right, so we're going to be just going down. Oh, that's another one. Okay, now if the web camera is a problem, or the webcam is a problem, which you're not getting every access to it, let me start telling you something. When you type the word IP camera, what do you think happens? When you type the word IP space camera has screenshot for the United States of America, now you start getting more profound. Who is this? Okay, it seems like somebody hacked into this camera and has just gone haywire, gone mad on it. Okay, all right, so we can also do other things like you can just remove even the IP and say has screenshot set to true, say the country is the United States, and then you can say I'm looking for all things that has port, let's say 8080. Okay, let's look for only for port 80 for now. So this is the best way. What I've just shown you is the best way to get access to all cameras in the world. Who can tell me why? I'm going to come back and I'm going to pause. Who can tell me why just saying has underscore screenshot set to true, country set to the United States, and port set to 80? Who can tell me why this is better than searching for camera? And this will tell you something. This will now open your brains. Boom. Some has answered it as if it's not. The search words are specific. Even though he did not say specific, but I know what he's saying. Some smart has said the search word are specific. So now, because I have only on port 80, every single one of them that I open will likely work. Watch. I said I want it on port 80. I said I wanted to have a screenshot. And you can see it's loading. We're not joking. That's the event viewer loading there. We have access to the camera. Guys, this is a camera we have access to directly. The camera IP of a neighbor. You can see somebody is driving. This is real. This is in real time. Who can tell me where this is? I want to just, do you know that based on what we've learned from EXIF tool, from metadata, you can now know exactly where this is? You can know exactly where this camera is. Okay. So we have one camera here. We can also do some settings here, like the client stream information. If we want to show the client stream information, that is it right here. So this is what we mean by client stream information. Okay, we look at the resolution, we look at the uptime, we also look at the drop frames. It keeps doing all of that, and you can see that this seems to be a pack. Okay, seems to be a pack to me. I'm not quite sure. If we go to the next one, same thing has happened. Okay, so this one says index and it's black, but let's see if we have some image. Okay, this is a good one that has security. But we're going to be talking about how to bypass this. It's, guys, believe me when I say bypassing this login is one of the easiest thing. Like when we bypass this login one day, you guys will be like, okay, why do I have a username and a password? But how can you find camera without the use of showdown? Like, let's say you want to get the camera of a neighbor, example. Forever Pete admin. That's somebody who is in the field. Yes. Okay. Jay will take your question, like the camera of a neighbor. There's so many ways you can do a camera of a neighbor. Okay, guys, listen. According to Jay's question, do you know that when you now say, I want the country US, see, let me show you something. Showdown is making things very easy. When you say country equals US, Showdown ignores every other country and starts showing you cities or states. So according to this guy's question, you can now see here, Albuquerque, 26, Grand Rapids, that, Chicago. So if I want to go to Albuquerque cameras, I'm going to click Albuquerque, and it's going to show me how to search for cities here. So, Jay, where's your city? Give us your city, we'll search for it. You just change it there. Okay, so that's how you narrow it down. Jay, what's your city? Some is talking about oh, this SQL injection. This is outdated. Some what you're doing, 1 equals to 1 is SQL injection, but it's outdated. Southwest Virginia Community College is the place. Is that legal? We should go to community college. No, we're not doing that. Okay, so you can see here now we are in Albuquerque. Where is Albuquerque? Is what, like, what? Who is doing all of these things in Albuquerque? This is a weather station. Netcam, the life. What? Guy, is there anybody here from Albuquerque? What is happening in that place? It looks like, I don't know what to say. April 9, 20 is a real time. We can see the script, JavaScript, we can apply. Yike. No, please don't tell me that configuration will work. Okay, thank God. Okay, but anyway, you can still bypass this, and they use a JavaScript. Anyway, all right, we don't know. So Jay, how can I do so? Yes, but it's on showdown. What if the camera I want to use is not on showdown? Yeah, you're basically saying you want to access your neighbor's camera without having access to it. Bro, there's a whole different method. This method will not even come close. There's a whole different method. This one will not even do anything that you're trying to ask. Okay, so now I'm going to show you guys where if you don't put a country and you don't put a port, no, it's good to put a port so that you can access it on the web. If you don't put a country and you don't put a city and you type has screenshot and port 80, all the cameras in the world which are on showdown are your personal property. You can access them. These are guys playing football, or is this volleyball or tennis, whatever that is. Forgive my ignorance. I'm not a sport guy. Wireshark only works within the same network. Oh, this is beautiful. So why are people paying Big Brother money? You can create your own Big Brother. Guys, like, take for example, you can take this camera and create your own Big Brother and watch people play. Is there audio coming from this thing? And this is a school. So I'm going to go out. This is definitely a school. Immediately go out. Immediately. This is the one we saw before. This is some dark place, dark alley. I'm. Why does this one say unauthorized? Oh, okay. He added a password. That's in Australia. This is a network camera in which country is it? In Japan. Okay. This is one in Minneapolis. Where is this? Panasonic network camera. Running in IPv4 mode. Single. Hey. Did I miss something? Is this a dog? Is this a dog hotel or something? I don't know. Okay. All right. Now let's go to the problem, okay? Let's go to the problem. So we have seen how, why, okay, this is what happened yesterday if I go offline. They just bring this random thing and they say you must, see, they say you must click on it and do whatever. Somebody is saying, sir, why can't we see Nigerian webcams? We can. We can. Do you have a YouTube? Yes, I do. You didn't sit in Italy, any camera you can connect, you are strong, sir. Okay. I mean, if you're on Shodan, that means someone had access to it and then publish it to Shodan. No, that's not what it means. We just explained the entirety of Shodan. Shodan scripts the web regardless. That's true. Can you please use Udine City in Italy? Any camera you can connect. So Udine City is in Italy. So we're going to try to find out what this guy is saying. So we're going to say Google. I'm going to say Udine City, Italy. So let's see. Okay, Udine City, Italy seems to be nice. So that is Udine. So the first thing you want to do, if you want to access, like this guy is saying, if you want to access a particular city, you have to now go and say Italy. Just click on Italy. And you can then say city. Let's create Nepal first. And then you change that to Udine. And you don't have any cameras in Udine, but you do have cities in Italy that are giving us bright cameras like this one, this one. I don't know who is sniping anything here. It's a panoramic one. Somebody's house, blah, blah, blah. Hotel Mediterraneo. This is another thing that we need to talk about because many of these, most of the time when I've searched, deep search into Shodan, so this is a beautiful hotel and we can see beautiful scenario there. This is Hotel Mediterraneo and Company Meteo, and you can see that it's in real time because of the seconds moving up there. Okay. All right. Okay. So now I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Okay. We've been able to go into Shodan and we've been able to access cameras. What next? What else can this thing do? Well, I want to give you some information. Okay. All right. Now, you can also search for important things as printers on Shodan. And the last time I did a search on printers on Shodan, it was quite amazing and alarming. Okay? It was amazing and alarming. Now, if you just go and type the word printer, you don't need to do anything. Just type the word printer because printer is a reply term that will be in the header. So if you just search printer, we can see multiple printers. 80,000 printers are on this thing. And we can then go and say HP printer so that we specify what kind of printer we want. There's a printer in the United States here in Colorado Springs. Click on it. And ladies and gentlemen, is that not a printer? Are you seeing how you can access someone's printer by doing nothing? We did nothing and we're in that printer. Nothing. We now know energy saving after 5 minutes. Web services are connected. HPE print on. Just like that. Yes, you can print from here to them. Now, who wants to bet that we can print from here and it appears on that printer? Who wants to bet? And if you bet, tell me why you think that is possible. If you bet, tell me why you think that is possible. Yes, Al Hassan says he bets. Why do you think that is possible? No, these videos are not posted on YouTube. Why do you think that is possible? I've given you a clue. Aha. Most of my students are now the brain is braining. Some your brain is coming together. You have the IP. You even have the SSID, the name of the Wi-Fi. And if you go now and connect on port 8080 with Telnet, you can print. You can connect to this IP address with Telnet and print. And I clicked on that and see, I don't know. You get the printer's name, network, hardware, the MAC address. Those of you who have followed my class, you know that if you have the IP and the MAC, wahala don't start. Serious wahala. Serious wahala. Okay. We also have the wireless network, which we can check the status. Oh, I wasn't away. You can check the status of the wireless network and even see the subnet marks of the default gateway. Or say where. Or say where. My days. Now, so this is very dangerous information here. We have the IP address IPv6. Okay. It's configured by them. We have too much information to go by. I think we even have wireless setup wizard. Hey, you are being redirected to the HTTP enabled version of this page. I'm going to say cancel. Network address IPv4. You can even change it. Oh God. Google Cloud Print. For those of you who knew, there was a time when Google Cloud Print became very important, where you can print anywhere. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know why Google didn't follow up. But I think it's still available. And this is what you people have been asking. You can simply print remotely. Now, let me ask you, do you know that you can print pictures and just waste their ink? That's denial of service. But is it actually possible to stop this vulnerability, right? Yeah, it is possible to stop, yeah? But the first way to stop it is to know that you have it. All right? So you can see how the printer looks like if you want to just have fun with yourself and say, oh, how does the printer look like? You can have that. The image is right there. You can go to settings. You can even change settings. You can go to preferences, date and time. I wasn't even expecting for this to be. So I can go and fix their date and time. International calls. And then it's just like, nah, I'm not giving you more. Okay. You can also fax. If you want to set up faxing, I'm going to cancel. You can do scanning. And this is where the problem is. If you scan right now, some printers even allow you to scan to a remote address. There are some printers that say scan to email. Who have seen that? There's some printers that say scan to IP. So if they offer that service, you can scan from the glass and they don't have it. So you can't send it to another place. But if they did, we can start scan. Guys, this is start scan right here. So let me start scan. Starting web scan. Web scan will open a new browser window and display the scan document. Oh, I never even finished talk. Do you see how they steal company information? I've not even finished talking there. That's it. We can, if you are scanning a JPEG, click that. If you are scanning, so if we scan, it will open a new tab and show us the scan. Guys, we just scanned from a remote scan computer, a remote printer. There's no paper in it. That's why it's blank. If there was a paper, it's loading it. Hey, I no. Please, there should be no paper on that thing. So you can. Yes, thank God. You see, we scanned a blank page. It's scanned remotely. We scanned it, but there's no paper. There's nothing in it. Okay, now imagine somebody forgot a very important document. We are having a copy. Okay, so and we're not even started the serious stuff. Let me close this one. So let's go. Let me show you another one. So hopefully we're going to get this one in Belgium that probably has some paper in it. So they're all the same. Web browser may display a message. Okay, fine, no problem. Gonna refresh. Okay, this one is not gonna connect. I think there's no internet. Another United States one here. Okay, same thing, right? Don't be afraid. This one does not. The printer is the ink is finished. This one, the ink is finished. You can see it right here. There's no ink. We can buy ink for him. What if I tell you that we can buy ink for this person? Print status report. Pen ID. What kind of a printer is this? Let's go to scan. Please don't say when you scan, I'm going to show you in a new browser. Hey, hey. Web scan will open a new browser window and display the scan document. You see what I say, that cybersecurity is a lifesaver. Imagine someone, the device is busy. Do you know what that means? Who can tell me what this means? Let's have a discussion. The device is busy. Try again later. Somebody is either currently printing or currently scanning. Not denial of service. No. It's in use. Forever paid. Exactly. Someone is using it right now. And all we have to do is refresh multiple times. That our command has already gone. If you don't know how printers work, you might have a problem. When you give a command to a printer, the printer catches the command. Catches means CACHE. And when it's free, it executes it. And ladies and gentlemen, even though somebody is using this printer right now, see, the device is busy. Try again later. It's telling you right there, somebody is using it. Now, because I know that there are no ink in the printer, I know that the person is scanning. Because there are no ink, I know the person is scanning. I know. Exactly. That explains the empty ink. Well, host name HPC272BC. IP address connected. Go to scan. You can see what I was telling you. Scan to email. Open scan. Say OK. And you can scan to an email address. So fortunately, this printer has it. And we can see it. You can scan to an email address. So it will not even, they'll just see the light on the printer comes up. And what's that printer doing? Oh, no problem. Oh, the light went off. Okay. But you have an email of that document that was last left. And you will not be the first person to forget a document in a printer scan. I have forgotten many of my documents in the scanner part of a printer. And that is dangerous. Okay? So I think yes, the device is really busy. All right. Let's go to the next one. Let's try one more. And this is in Riley. I'm going to open this one. And don't worry if it says that. You can always say advance and then continue. And this one will be more vulnerable than any of them we've seen. This guy just replaced his inks. Just replaced them. So this is a very well-used printer. And you can see somebody who have an idea of security. He has locked some of the things. That's why AirPrint is locked. Wi-Fi Direct is locked. So he has locked some of the things. Now, log in with PIN. Now, he wants you to log in with the PIN. We don't have the PIN. There's a way to find out the PIN because the distance is telling you the series. You can have a PIN of all the series and try them. We're not going to do that. We're going to try to see if we can do a photocopy. This guy is very good. This guy is like, nah, nah. You ain't coming here. Not so easy. Okay, let's try Oakland. Okay. One last one. We're going to try this one in Chicago. This one also just changed its printers. Let's go say and scan. You cannot use this feature because it has been disabled. So this printer does not have a scan. So can we scan to email? Scan to email setup. Say okay. And it will deny. Okay, no problems. Now, what are the other things that you can search? If you are better like us. Now, what are some of the things that you can search? You can search a lot of things with Shodan. You can search a lot of things. I'm going to check out, let me see, some of the things that we can search, okay? And I'm going to give you only the ones that I found very interesting. All right. So there's this guy who is called, what's his name? Jake. Jake Jarvis came up and said, hey, I'm going to search Shodan and I'm going to write my queries. And so it's on GitHub here. You can search for Jake Jarvis. He's a very nice guy. Okay, good guy. And you can see here the search terms. If you are looking for billboards, this is a search term. So if you want to track billboards across the world, all you have to go to Shodan and paste that. Now, this is not meaning that you should not create your own search term. You can create your own search term. So this is a billboard. I'm going to just search on that. Page does not exist. Click on this other one. Page does not exist, so the billboard is expired. You also have a search for gas spam. Yes. So this one I'm going to talk to you about. One of my students is making money from this one. So the student went to Shodan and searched for these gas stations. But he noticed something, and I want you guys to notice it as well. He noticed that you can tell how much water has been mixed in a petrol station just by searching it on Shodan. For example, this petrol station located here at Texas has zero water in their tank. However, this other one in Bangkok, Thailand, has 2% and up to 3% for unleaded water mixed with the fuel. Now, you might ask yourself, how does it know? Well, Shodan know by the sensors that the petrol station themselves have, but they don't display it. So Shodan picks that up. And so my student goes and take all of these and just map them. That's it. He just takes all of these, call them by an API and map them, put them on a map. And say, if you want good fuel without water, make sure you use his map. And it's $1. Finish. $1. So, for example, if we want to confirm if this is real, just copy this address. And we see if we go to Google Map, if we're going to see this, if we're going to see a petrol station there. So we're just going to go here and go to maps.google.com. And we're just going to paste that address. And all we have to do is zoom in. That's it here. And let's see if that's a petrol station. That's all we have to do. See if this is a petrol station. So we are facing the wrong side. We just have to turn. And as you can see, yes, it is a fuel station. Yes, it is. Well, this fuel station, and it's a very small fuel station, but we still know how much water is in the fuel. And that's all. That is actually all. All right. Thank you so much for the follow. Corey Christ, thanks for joining. Billy, you're my number one. Joe Boy, my number two. Game of Beauty, my number three. Thank you guys so much. I have Al Hassan, my number four. Psalms Not, my number five. Desmond, my number six. Snoop, my number eight. And then X Palza is my number seven. 3D United is my number nine. Joseph is my number 10. All right. So, guys, giving you all the love and shout out. I've just followed you, man. Thank you so much, X Expaza. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the follow, brother. I appreciate that. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's keep liking. We are at 9,000 likes today. We are going crazy today. Let's get to 11,000 if we can. Let's push it, push it, push it, push it, push it, push it. Okay. Now, so Shodan gives. Ooh, Joseph. Thank you. Thank you so much for the gift, Joseph. I appreciate that. That was a heart me from Joseph. And you became my super fan, Joseph. You are my super fan. Awesome. You can even search for Tesla charging. You can search for maritime satellites. Those of you who don't know, I hope you have seen it today. Shodan is pronounced Xpaxi. Xpaxi. Okay. Thank you. Xpaxi. Xpaxi. Okay. So you can search for maritime satellites. We can also there's even one that you can search for XPAC AI. XPAC's AI. Right? How can we learn everything from scratch? That is exactly why we come here live every day to discuss. But if you want to learn, if you want to take the course, please go to zoiccyberacademy.com and create your account. Ooh, thank you for the gift, Joseph. Excellent. Go to zoiccyberacademy.com. The link is in my bio. Sir, can I get one-on-one tutorial from you? Absolutely possible. That is Mubarak. Mubarak, send me a DM, explain what you want to learn. If it's something I can legally do for you, I will definitely be able to do that for you. All right. Now, problem arising from the minutes of last meeting. See this thing we scanned? All ports open. I beg you. Now, here is where the thing become a problem. Shodan is able to listen to air traffic control. Okay. So, and this is when I discovered that Shodan was doing this, I was like, how is this even okay? I'm supposed to go to Google and do it on Google. Now, what I want to show you guys is this thing called liveatc.net. And you can just go to an airport and you're able to listen to live air traffic control. We're going to talk about that. I'm a cybersecurity student. Joseph, oh wow. Joseph, tell us more. Where are you a cybersecurity student in? I will send it to you now. So thank you so much, Mubarak. Experts AI. I'd love to have a one-on-one tutorial. Please send me a DM on TikTok. I'll send you my number and we can talk. Joseph, thank you so much for the 300 coins. You're awesome. Okay, Joseph just became my number one, guys. Joseph became my number one. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Joseph. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about this. If you go, for example, to, let's say we go to this tower and we can click on the word listen and we can press play. There's a small problem here. And this small problem, I'm going to explain it if this thing plays. Okay, so we're going to find one that plays because pilots don't talk all the time. So we have to find a very busy airport. So let's find a busy airport, shall we? Memphis is not going to be busy too much. So we're just going to go to JFK. I think that's one of the most busiest airports I know, or ATL. And guys, you can see that it's set to 129.900. 129 is the universal, all right? Let's see if JFK is busy. I've sent it, but it's not delivering. What do you mean by it's not delivering? You have a problem on TikTok?
This is your one.
Okay. You can call me or text me on this number. Guys, this is a number you can all reach me on. +1 208. You can, but this number is not on WhatsApp, so you must only call or text. All right. +1 208 596 596 8161. Okay, I've just put that up. Okay, I've sent it, but it's not delivering. Okay, no, sorry about that. Oh, somebody just spoke here. I thought I heard it from outside, but it's actually here. So you can see that there's action going on. And guys, let me show you what is the problem here. Because many of you will say, but okay, you just go on the website, you listen, and that's it. What is the problem? The problem here is for this to play on a website, you need to give the source. Okay? Corey, Chris, thank you, Corey. Yes, either call or text that number. Text will be faster. It's not on WhatsApp. But if you text that number, I'll be able to text you my number that's on WhatsApp. Okay? Now, if we go to another, okay, that one was actually playing. Let me listen to the second one. Oh, this one has even just revealed the secret I wanted to show you. Now, listen and listen to me. At 206, 596 is 206, not 208. Corey, you made a mistake. It's 206, not 208. Okay, Corey made a mistake. 206, not 208. And then the other numbers are correct. Corey, that's a mistake from Corey. Don't worry, it's a mistake. It happens to all of us. All right. Now, guys, listen. There is a small here. If you are saying that there's no problem, there's a small button here called Launch Your MP3 Player. If you click on it, it will download a link, a PLS file. Now, the PLS file, like this one you've seen here, is supposed to open on your VLC, whatever MP3 player you're using, and start streamline that particular communication. The problem is that file, I'm looking for a way to bring out that file without revealing my other files. Okay. Let's do it this way. That file, guys, this file that we just downloaded contains, is also very dangerous. This file, we're going to say open with. So if we open with music, you see that as a default, it wants to open it like a music, but we're going to open it with text editor. Aha. Guys, that file is telling you where the file is coming from. So it's a link. It's a link to liveatc.net, which you can keep playing. You can now start building on this. You can say, okay, I have this link. So watch. So this is a link, right? And it's a file link. You can remove the file one. And I think this is going to download. Press enter. That's it. You can now start doing some magic on this. You can start doing some magic. Like what? Those are Pilot speaking. You can see that it's playing. It's now playing. Now, I'm trying to keep quiet so that it plays. Yeah, it's 100% live. Yeah, you can't hear anything. If I hear something, I'll let you know. It's 100% live. So we're waiting. We're waiting. Give it some seconds. Thanks for the likes, guys, on Facebook, YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we could do this forever. Okay, it's saying that you might not hear me correctly. That's because I came up here. Okay, so let me see, and Another busy airport that we can take. I think this first one was the best. Thank you for the likes. Let's keep liking. We're at 13,000. You guys are awesome. There's no movement on the taxiway and runway. I think so as well. Is this obtainable using 2DR machine? I'm not quite sure. Or Hacker RF machine. When you're saying Hacker RF machine, it gets confusing. You're talking about the radio frequency, Hacker 1. It's a dongle. So I think you're using the word machine to mean Ohio Airport. Yes, that's a good one. I think the word machine you are using there refers more to. So we can even listen to JNB. Okay, let's see if we can even listen to South Africa. Okay, no South Africa. The EWR. These are the ones that I know. Okay, 0 listeners. So we're the only one. Okay, so it seems like somebody's listening here. That could be the air traffic control guys. Air Canada. No, you listen to airports, not airlines. You listen to airports, not airlines. Let me make that clear. Air traffic control is located at airports.
We're on Alpha 9 approaching Foxtrot. Where is that?
394, Newark ground, runway 22, right at Whiskey, taxi via Bravo, Romeo.
Can you guys hear that?
Taxi right at Whiskey via Bravo, Romeo, United 394.
And ground, iconic 002, signature Mike. Iconic 002, Newark ground, runway 22, right at Whiskey. Hold position, let me see if the times for dull, if they're going to work out.
I want to pick an airline and see what they're telling it.
Jazz 498 just across 22, right on Victor.
Jazz 498 straight ahead, call the ramp.
To the ramp, straight ahead, Jazz 498. I'm going to 910 head and ready for taxi, runway.
If you hear an airline,
Iconic 002, times looks good. It's going to be runway 22 right at the full length, taxi Zulu 5 and hold short of Zulu.
22 right, full length.
22 right. So somebody wants to take off on 22 right.
Candy, is it 910 heavy the first one?
Affirmative, ready for taxi, runway Foxtrot.
Candy 910 heavy. It's going to be 22 right at Whiskey for departure. Left turn on Alpha. Sierra, Shorty Yankee. You're my second out there over Merritt. It's going to be a 12-minute delay.
Discovered left on Yankee, Sierra short of Yankee, and standby for service again, Martin.
Spirit Wing 1693, North ground, taxi via Alpha.
Sierra Alpha 1693.
Shamrock 1 Tango Charlie, your number 1 monitor tower.
Shamrock 1 Tango Charlie.
American 1789, your number 2 straight ahead, monitor tower.
Tower, American 1789.
United 1965, accident 22 right, Charlie, going to Alpha.
That is 1965, North ground, taxi via Alpha, Alpha 12.
No. They're calling them. They're calling them, but it's too fast.
United 2641, Romeo Golf with Mike.
There's somebody who is about to take off on runway 22 right.
That is 2641, North ground, clear runway 22 right at Whiskey 4 departure. As you pull out of Romeo Golf, Sierra from the right, just wait for Scandinavian to pass you. Taxi Juliet, Romeo.
Yeah, so when you hear United Airlines, I want them to do that.
Romeo Golf, I'm sorry, I heard it Sierra. Can you read that for me one more time?
That is 2641, you're on runway 22 right at Whiskey. You're going to taxi Romeo Golf, Juliet, Romeo. When you get to Sierra, off the right-hand side, you're going to see a Scandinavian Airbus 330. Just give way to them.
Juliet, Romeo 2 right, Whiskey at Sierra, give way to Scandinavian United 26.
Man, I don't even hear the numbers. Okay, let's go to EWR website.
Romeo Fox with Mike, ready to taxi.
Brickyard 3545, North ground, coming runway 22 right at Whiskey 4 departure. Bravo from the right, give way to the United 73 coming up, and then at Juliet, you're going to follow a United 75.
Bravo, give way to the 73 coming from the right, and then at Juliet, give way to a 75 for 22 right Whiskey, Brickyard 3545.
22 right Whiskey. Let's look at 22 right.
United 2641 at Romeo from the right. I want you to follow company 73, and then at Whiskey, you're going to give way to a company 76.
At Romeo, follow 73, at Whiskey 76, United 2641.
United 2641. United 2641.
United 394, she's going to be number 2. Go straight ahead. Monitor
394.
tower.
Number 2, almost push the tower, United 394.
United
956, heading continue Sierra, Whiskey at Romeo, follow company 73, your number 3 off field, monitor tower.
Sierra Whiskey,
Then follow company
Where's United 394?
Conic 002, let's turn on to
He's about
Zulu,
to
your
take
number
off.
5, monitor tower.
He's about to take
Hotel
off.
Zulu, number
361.
5, monitor tower, Connect 002.
Hey, and then Alaska, what were the numbers?
So that directing this guy to go and take off.
United 1513, short of Alpha 6.
United 1513, North Ground, you go straight ahead, call the ramp.
United 2364.
Alaska 290, 22 right whiskey for Porch, taxi Bravo, Romeo. United 16 heavy, North Ground, clear only 22 right whiskey for Porch, taxi Kilo. Sierra, short of Yankee, a little intro over Mare, about a 12-minute delay.
Alright, Kilo, Sierra, Yankee,
You just landed or what? Okay, just
16 heavy, you'll be short of Yankee.
Right now, 1552 is Alpha 9, short of Fox, taxi Mike.
That is 1552, Newark Ground, clear only 22 right whiskey for Porch, taxi Bravo, and at Alpha 8 from the left, wait and follow Alaska.
Yeah, Bravo Alpha.
if we keep listening to this, it will be the whole day. Now, you can now not only listen to the air traffic control. Does your training cover general cybersecurity or only GRC? I don't teach only GRC. I do GRC, offensive and defensive security in one package. For GRC, you watch live recording on Mondays to Fridays. On Saturdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we do offensive security for 3 hours. On Sundays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time again, we do defensive security for 3 hours. These are live recorded sessions only for students. So you're able to see the attacks, you're able to see and recreate your own attacks. Yes, runway 22 right. That's what you were hearing, Emmy. Thank you for the follow on Facebook, Mubarak. Appreciate you. All right. So the fact that we can see in real time how the planes are moving and hear in real time what is happening, is that a security problem? Is that a security problem? 3D United, I think I've answered that question very well. If you have any other thing, 3D United, ask, I'll be happy to answer. 3D United, the best will be to register for my course and then book your one-on-one, which is free, and let's have some time together. Okay. All right, guys. How much does this cost for the training, sir? 3D United is available on my website, zoiccyberacademy.com. Is it free on air? Is this free on air? Yes, it is. Joseph, yes, it is. 3D United, you can go to my website, scroll down to the bottom. You're going to find all the packages there for payment. I'm currently offering up to 50% discount on any one that you choose if you are coming from Africa. Can I have the website so I can register, please? 3D United, the link on my profile. Click on my profile. Website is zoiccyberacademy.com. I'm going to post it here again in the comment section. Thank you so much, my brother. Appreciate you for that. I'm going to pin that comment, so that in case you need it, you can have access to it. Are you looking for employees? I'm looking for work. No, I'm not looking for employees at this current time. Not me. No, I'm not looking for employees at this time. I think my hands are full with employees and not at this time. All right, guys. Okay. So we've seen today how we can use Shodan to basically track anything. We've seen also, I think that when we come live tomorrow, what I'll be talking about, I will not be coming live on Saturdays and Sundays. But what I will do is on Saturdays and Sundays, I'll come live in the morning time instead. All right, I'll be early in the morning, but on the other days, I'll be struggling to come live so that we have our time together. Tomorrow, I think we'll be having a very good, I think we should have hacking into bank accounts. How is it possible to hack into bank accounts? We're going to be talking about that tomorrow. So please do well to come tomorrow. And when we come together like this, I really appreciate the love you show when you're liking. We have 14,000 likes today. That really helps me and really do a lot of job. Shout out to Joe Boy. Shout out to Al Hassan. Shout out to Some Snob. Shout out to my number 4, who is 3D United, Expass AI, Mubarak. Shout out to this guy, Snoop, Carlos, Adams, SK General, all the way from Ghana, Joe Manelone, and all of you guys have been so awesome. Thank you so much for coming. See you guys tomorrow, almost same time. Let's get it, let's go, and have a wonderful day. We've been on for 1 hour, 38 minutes, and that's what we do. Thank you guys. Bye. Okay, guys, on Facebook, LinkedIn, and yeah, LinkedIn as well. Thank you guys so much. See you guys in the next one. We're going to be having more fun. Bye bye.